Oh, look, I gave him the PK special.
How they pick it up with no driver? Clusters looking no fluff with no fiber. I ain't wanna ride her. Mommy step behind her. Oh yeah.
I'm your favorite battler's favorite battler.
Your boy PK, and so these are the wrestling games I have of early sumo, and it's at the time it was a whole bunch of Area-51 Technology. FYI, fun fact, the only reason I wanted to put this out is because I made the thumbnail for this and I needed what I made that to be about to be reflected in the video. If you don't know what that is, go back in the archives and there's a video that I have with Keem. So the technology, Techmology, if you don't know what that is, then shout out to Maxi B, go peep that. And this game is so in Gen 4, Infernape was either Scarf, Bandit, or Life Orb, and that was it. Well, if you don't know what for experts only is or means, this will tell you. And then there's no team preview, so you know it's a Gen 4. So Rachi and Polion, I'm always gonna U-turn. He's always gonna rocks. I'm always gonna rocks. Now Gengar can never beat Blissey because I'm running Flamethrower ever. So I'm gonna make a baller play in S-Tars on his Switch. Now T-Tars are fickle things, so I'm assuming it's Scarf. I am Scarf Rachi, by the way. So the obvious U-turn into Infernape, so I'm either Scarf or Banded or Life Orb. He doesn't see the Life Orb, so I'm most likely locked into close combat. And then he gets murdered by Overheat. So that's the whole point, yo. It's for experts only, yo. Expert belt Infernape coming through. And I've been using expert belt since Gen 4 when niggas don't know, yo. And then I guess the only Area-51 technology here is just the Zig Squad, but you already know what this is anyway. So he misses the Stone Edge. The only thing that would have changed is my Dwebble would be at 1 HP instead of at full at the end of this exchange. So he should, if you don't want to miss, use Hidden Power Rock. So he rapid spins to lose his Staryu, which I don't understand at all, actually. So I didn't Sucker Punch because I don't feel like playing mind games at all. And I get rocks, but that really wouldn't have mattered anyway. I just wouldn't have rocks. So at this point, I don't understand what the Ferrothorn can ever do to me anyway. So I'm gonna dazzling, and then I'm gonna show him I have HP fighting. He knocks off for some reason and then stays in. So we're gonna lock him into that. I don't want to kill him with HP fighting plus. I don't understand why he would ever let me HP fighting him. And then I'm gonna memento on his knockoff, and this is why the Stone Edge and Miss didn't matter. I'm gonna belly drum, take a clean 3 HP from the knockoff, steal his Eviolite, so if he crits me with Brave Bird, it won't kill me. Without rocks, it doesn't matter anyway, cause he can't take 2. And then we know the Diglett's Life Orb and Cutie Fly just never stands a chance ever. So the only Techmology was Ziggy, and this was Sumo, so it still works. I used Trick Room Magirna from the jump way back. This is Shift Gear Magirna, so it's I guess not hidden tech now, but I think it was back in the day. This is Joel's World Cup team, and nobody ran Bolt Beam all that pummeling until this anyway, but I was always on that as far as shift gear because heat trans were annoying. So Mew versus Keldeo, that's as free of rocks as they come. He's also gonna rock, so you can hold this scarf. He lets me kill his Chansey. So I'm gonna Draco because there's no universe where you let me slash shack you for free, but apparently he doesn't live in the same place I do, and then he lets me break the disguise on Mimikyu for no reason. So I want rocks. I'm gonna let him kill my Lottie to get some damage. So I'm just trying to set up for the Magirna sweep anyway. I didn't think he would stay in to let me spikes again and then just sack my Grin and then proceed to win. So I don't want to crit him again with the Giga Drain. At this point, Focus Blast actually kills the Chansey, but I can't risk that, but I don't need all that pummeling for anything. So I'm gonna shift gear twice for the Scarfed Keldeo, all out pummeling the Chansey, and then I just win at this point. If he's Life Orb, he has to crit me. If he's not, a crit can't kill me. He's the latter, not the former. And then I shift gear twice, so I outspeed the Keldeo. And then at +3, it's 109 min damage to the Manectric. Yeah. So good game. And then I T-bolt twice and I win. I am actually unsure about the calc at +2 2 versus the Manectric. That's a clean background. Shoutouts, Melly Murder, by the way. And now I gotta wait for the damage calc. So what was I talking about? Magirna at +2 versus Mega Manectric, I assume was the thing that I was curious about. So at +2, Ice Beam is 85, so 25, or so Rocks and Spikes is 75, Rocks and 2 layers of Spikes is, we'll just say 17 plus 25, or plus 12 is 29. Yeah, so 91, 81. So yeah, so Ice Beam would have killed him anyway if he would have gone into main first instead of Mimikyu. And there you go, 104, it wouldn't have mattered. So that was the whole point of getting 2 layers of spikes instead of, instead of just 1. And then this game is so ZBD was a thing from way back. This is the second team I made, so this is more super early sumo. So ZBD is the hidden Techmology. So there's no universe where you let me T-Bolt Celesteela, but he did. Okay, I don't understand why you would ever protect to give me free rocks, and then he like switches again, or he stays in again to Leaf Seed. So I just want T-Spike so the Finny has to get poisoned when it comes in. So I'm not brave enough to taunt because this is early sumo, so Oblivious Mamoswine is also a thing. So he sacks it to get up rocks, but he has to defog for me. He knows I'm not a soul vest. He is specs, which is funny. So now there is no electric terrain. I win the speed tie. I could just go into Toxapex now, but I want the terrain for some reason, and I don't need Coco, I don't think. So the Hurricane, and then I miss cause good luck PK, and then he DDs on a Torn, which I don't understand. Then he Roost, and then he DDs on a Garchomp. So I don't understand that either. So at this point I just want damage off on the Finny, and then this is bulky Garchomp so that Moonblast won't kill me. I'm gonna Fire Blast cause he's not smart enough to just flamethrower me and get the speed boost, that's cool. So I'm gonna belly drum, not Z belly drum, with Azu. Kill him with knockoff because that's the thing. If he would've crit me on the last hit of the water shuriken, it wouldn't have killed me anyway, and then I Z-BD to get back to full. So I Aqua Jet the Grin, I Aqua Jet the Charizard, and then I Aqua Jet the Finny. So niggas didn't know about you can use ZBD like that at this time, so that was more hidden Area-51 technology. So Azu, I just want to see if that knockoff kills physically defensive Celesteela. So relaxed is plus defense minus speed. So knockoff always kills. That's different. And it always does 90% to fully physically defensive Celesteela. That's also different. Yeah, so Celesteela was never living there anyway. So that's good to know. I'm just trying to make sure that I didn't win those games. I actually checkmated my opponent, and then here actually have a longer game. And I'm pretty sure I checkmated my opponent. Once again, I'm using Joey's team because it was an actually good Magirna team. So he's Z Celesteela, so my trick fails, and then he doesn't just kill my Lottie, because he probably could have with the Z-Fly, or I mean Z-Air / Super Sonic Sky Strike. So I get the burn, which is really all I wanted. This is super fat Mew, so his Z-Fly can't kill me anyway. So free switch and a grin, that's a good play on my opponent's part. I am Assault Vest Tangrowth, so I can always scout the grin, so that's good to know. He doesn't have U-turn. Now this was actually perfect. I want to get Mew burned because now I can't get frozen, T-waved, or put to sleep. He doesn't have sleep on his turn on his team. He might have toxic on Zygarde, and yeah, that's cool. I would much rather have burn on Mew than anything else. So he misses the Hydro and then switches to Scissor, and then it's now fodder which I don't really understand. So I'm going to Grin to scout because I can. Tangrowth can take 2 hydro pumps anyway. I still have my scarf because I never got to give it away. So I don't know who's faster, but I believe that it's probably my Mew. And then if he wants to kill me with Dark Pulse, I win with Magearna. I'm pretty sure that's how it is. So I'm gonna shift gear now, cause it's as free as it comes. Ice Beam only does half, so it's Assault Vest Bulu. So I don't know what these are. So I can't 2-hit KO him. And he's gonna Nature's Madness me again. And then he's not Assault Vest Bulu, so it's specially defensive. Bulu with Nature's Madness and Protect. So I don't know why he would Water Shuriken in that spot. So I just wanted Spikes in to let him kill me, but he didn't. Then I'm gonna switch into this cause I can tank whatever and then just kill him with 1,000 arrows. But he doesn't seem to understand how this game works, so I lose Tangrowth for no reason. Now I'm gonna do what I should have done the turn before, but it's cool. Then I know that his Mew is slower than this, so I'm gonna do a clean. You are pretty much dead. This nigga said I ain't winning this one. You ain't winning this, baby boy. Apparently those are words to live by. So I locked myself in a Water Shuriken to force his Zygarde to E-Speed. At this point, I pretty much put him in a checkmate position. If he E-Speeds, he kills my Grin. His Grin can't come back in. It's a DOA. If he goes E-Speed, Magearna tanks one and it kills him with Ice Beam. If he goes 1,000 arrows, I can Draco with Lottie. So the only play for him is to go Zygarde, E-Speed my Grin, then try to crit my Magearna. That's the only play. So he's gonna go to Zygarde, E-Speed, kill my thing. And then here, I could've shift geared, but I'm not about to throw a game. And then for some reason I'm faster than his Zygarde, but I'm at 23%. Where's my mouse? So what was that? Zygarde, so we'll assume Banded. Shift gear Magearna. 20% max, and then with a crit, and if he crits, he kills me. So his only play was to go for the crit. And if you know you're slower than Magirna, that is your only play. So I guess I didn't win that one. Snicket called me baby boy. And then this team that I'm facing was all the rage in the very beginning of Suma. So it's just Sticky Web's offense. The team I'm using, I don't even know what this is, but it's cool. I understand my Greninja shiny. I talked about that before. So he got a super free switch into Mimikyu. That's fine. I just want rocks to break the sash, and super slow, especially defensive Tran. I don't know what kind of Zygarde that is. So he loses Smeargle for no reason. Then he's gonna Shadow Claw Toxapex, gives me T-Spikes for free. This is Z-Fly Celesteela, so it can't ever beat my Toxapex anyway. So I'm just gonna stay here until I burn him. I end up burning the Bisharp instead. So I'm just gonna spam Recover and Haze, cause there's no reason not to. So and he said GG, so he understands how it is. And then he's trying to flinch me down. So Haze recover. Knockoff does 30%. And there's no point of trying to scald and kill him, cause I can just Haze recover until he dies anyway. So I scald now cause he's doing the most minimum damage he could possibly do, and I can heal off whatever damage with regen anyway, so I'm actually HP Ice on this Tangrowth, so that's cool. So I can protect, cause Toxic Protect Heatran is the thing. So he's gonna Earthquake, not kill my Toxapex, and then die to poison. So Tangrowth walls this forever, and I have HP Ice. This is Figgy Berry Zygarde anyway. Then I have Toxapex for Celesteela, and Mimikyu will die before I have to break his disguise anyway. So that game was a thing. What is this game about? Oh, and this is just a this is, I guess, a perfect game that I have. Yeah, let's see what's going on. So I'm always gonna leave Garchomp. He U-turns, so that makes me think he's Scarfed. Get the rocks. That's Banded Weavile, so he's only got one switch. Then he's Life Orb, Lottie with Psychic, that's different. So he would've gave me a free switch and a Grin, which I don't understand. So I taunt him so he can't defog, then I HP Ice catch the Lando. HP Ice it again. I'm gonna taunt him again because he can do some damage, but I'm not gonna let him get rid of rocks. Then I T-bolt the obvious Rotom switch twice, so that has to go down. I think he's Scarfed. Now he shows me that he is Scarfed, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't have Fake Out. And then Azu comes in, and then I'm just gonna Belly Drum because I don't need to Z Belly Drum, and I don't think he has Fake Out, and his whole team loses to Grin anyway. And then I Aqua Jet the Volk, and then I Aqua Jet his Mienshao. So there was that. So this was once again, this is my ZBD Azu, so this was super early sumo, and this is when ZBD was actually hidden technology, and I think this game is Subcoil Zygarde just 1v1s his whole team, cause I killed a Lottie if I'm behind the sub, I killed the Weavile if I'm behind the sub. Venusaur can't break my subs, neither can Chansey. Heatran is slower, and Skarm has to take 2,000 arrows just to whirlwind me. So I don't know why Lottie would ever risk the Flurkin in there, but he did. So I Volt Switch on that, then Volt Switch on the Chansey, then sub Coil, so with 1-on-1 subs. So I should have just 1,000 arrows twice, and then I killed the Weavile. And it's funny cause it is Life Orb anyway, so he's gonna kill himself, that's fine. So another HP fire is incoming. That's cool. I guess he's not Life Orb on Lottie. I assumed it was. I missed the Toxic cause bowler status. So he can't kill me. So he sacks his Lottie for literally no reason, and I can roost on the Skarm and the Chansey if I want. So at this point he just wants to sack his Skarm. So I have a brain fart and I decide to coil now. So I want to volt switch to kill this Skarm and keep my Magearna as fodder, and then get up keep Magearna as fodder, so I have 2 sacks, and then I can go into Zygarde again and just win. I should have subbed instead of coils so he couldn't poison me with Sludge Bomb, and I think he quits now because he understands that there's nothing he can do. This is also way back, and this is before subtoxic coiled Zygarde was a thing. So more Area 51 technology from way back when, and you can see how low my rank is. So that's a thing. And I think this is one of the best games that I had in years. And this guy's actually good. So he's gonna lead Lando versus Tran. The obvious Earthquake is probably obvious. I don't know what in power that is, because ice and fire are both resisted. I don't know why, but I think this Lando is scarfed. Oh yeah, cause he switched instead of U-turn on my Tangrowth. So I'm pretty sure there was, he U-turns my Heatran, I get rocks. Then it was a double, so Toxapex into Excadrill. I'm sorry about that. So I scored, I can't get a burn. Then I scored, and I can't get a burn. I feel like jam, my water's cold as shit. I scored now, and I finally get a burn. That's cool, but it's specially defensive Excadrill. That's the thing. Apparently I don't have hazard control on this team, so his rocks are here to stay. So I didn't think that there was any universe where he did anything. Besides, cause AV growth just decimates his Manectric anyway, so I just want HP, and I know Scald won't kill him, so I can keep him super low. I can recover on his Earthquakes. Even if he crits me, it won't kill me. So I'm gonna keep spamming Toxic Spikes, and at this rate he's gonna run out of Earthquakes before he kills me anyway. So I'm gonna switch into Zygarde on the Rapid Spin and get the freest of free switch-ins. I'm faster than his Excadrill anyway. He's HP Ice Tangrowth, but I get to put it on a timer, so I really don't care. So he can knock off my lefties, that's awesome. I'm gonna set up the T-Spikes, then I'm gonna Scald so you can't ever spin. So that happens. So I could have taken one Earthquake anyway from the Lando, but it's not worth it because I regen all that back. So he's got T-Bolt on the Victini. I don't understand what that is. Then I protect, and then I'm gonna, well, I thought I was gonna protect again, but I just wanted to and see, I can take one. So I get some damage on his Lando. Then I can I'm gonna set up Rex here because I don't know universe where you keep spamming Earthquake, but since he let that happen once, he won't ever let it happen again. And then there's no reason for me to switch out. And I knocked off to hit the Victini. And then apparently, I guess Manectric can actually do something to Tangrowth, and then he gets the crit. So that's cool. So Medicham comes in, and I don't have an Earthquake switch anymore. Then he gets another crit. Okay. So fake out and then Zen headbutt. So I think that's banded Azu because that Aqua Jet did way too much. So I'm gonna fodder off Toxapex, and Medicham just wins the game from here anyway. So I'm gonna fake out. I don't want to miss high jump kick, so Ice Punch, okay. He's not physically defensive. He's poison, so I can fodder Heatran. He takes one. And then if he kills me, he's only got one more turn of Toxic anyway, and I have 2 sacks, and I have fake out, and there's that. So that was that game. Now this was also what was the Techmology in the last game? I don't even remember if I had any, but I'm pretty sure I did. Oh, it wasn't about the Techmology, it was that it was just a good game. Now here, the Techmology is Waterum Z Scoliope though, and this is also way in the beginning of Sumo, because you see I have Dougie, I'm using Sand, and I never use Magneton cause Magnezone, because Magneton is better. But let's see what this is. So Lando versus Scolipede, I'm always gonna Swords Dance, and he's always gonna Rocks. So I'm not gonna waste my Water Z move, cause the obvious Jellicent is obvious. So I'm gonna Swords Dance again on his Recover. That's cool. So he can't kill me with a second Scald anyway. So then I'm gonna rock slide. I'm gonna swords dance again, and I don't want to touch his Lando. I don't want to miss the Aqua Tail either, and I can kill the scissor if I want. So I don't want to kill myself to Aqua Tail, even though I would have killed the Lando. But it doesn't matter. You see that Scolio P just decimated his team. Apparently I'm faster than his Lando, and that was what I was thinking about, is that he was Rocky Helmet. So at that point I just win the game because I got sand. So I sack this, and then I click Earthquake 3 times, and I win the game. And there's 3 turns of sand anyway, so yeah, so good game. That's good game. And this actually dies to Earthquake. I mean, I know it dies to Iron Head, but it dies to Earthquake too anyway. So that was cool. And then there's no Area 51 technology except for this is the same Cortana that I made in the very beginning. This is the first team that I ever made. The only things I changed is Finney's now max speed, Marowak is 85 speed to outspeed pretty much everything in Trick Room. And this was specially defensive Marowak, so I don't outspeed anything anyway. Expert Belt Greninja, it should be shiny because it's female, so I'm not bluffing anything. Spikes, HP Fire, Extra Sensory, and Ice Beam. So I always lose to Finny. I sometimes beat Toxapex, and then knock off Black Hole Eclipse. 17 IVs in attack, and it's Jolly, so I get speed boost and Swords Dance, SD, and Smart Strike, and then Scarf Lele. I took off Shadow Ball because Metagross isn't a thing, and I put Psyshock over it. So that's the team now. So he's gonna lead Lando versus Lando. His Intimidate goes first, so it's faster than me. I should have U-turned, but I didn't. Damage is damage, and I wanted him to kill me anyway, so I think that's Banded Buzzwole, actually. So now I want to scout the speed on the Finny, and he's like Figgy, Berry, Reflect, Finny, that's slow. I don't understand what that is, so he does all that to get rid of the rocks. And then he gives me a free +2, and then free +3, and then I win from here. So now I'm at +2 speed, so I'm faster than Scarf Naheligo. I'm faster than Scarfed Arrow if he would ever do that. I'm faster than Scarf Blacephalon. This dies to Knockoff. This dies to Ironhead. This dies to whatever move I want to use. And this dies to Leaf Blade. Yeah, so that was good game, I guess. But Shiny Kartana is that wave now. And then last game, the only Area 51 technology that I have here is, this is like the first week of Sun and Moon. So is Z conversion Porygon the truth? I mean, I knew it was, and it's Little Cup, so Z moves are completely and utterly broken in this tier. So I want to get rid of his Eviolite, and he can put me to sleep. That's cool. Mienfu's the one Pokemon that actually can wake up. So I could have just Earthquake 3 times here, but I don't. So the Sandshrew kills me. Now, this is how you know it's super early Sumo. I bring this in because I thought I was faster, and I let him get rid of rocks when I could have brought anything in. Excuse me, because everything on my team is faster. So he goes in and Timmy on the Volt Switch, gives me a free switch in a Porygon. I get the special attack boost from download, and then I get to Z conversion, so +2 speed Porygon, and then I didn't care what move he went for. Knockoff isn't super effective, so I'm gonna play with this Stunky, so I'm at 70% when I kill that. So Porygon is on a rampage. If he crits me, the rampage is over, but I don't care, because all I needed to do was bring him to his sash, and then Scarf Porygon, or Scarf Magnemite is a thing. I just Volt Switch the Abra, or I click T-Bolt, and then I T-Bolt the Abra, and then T-Bolt the Dew Spider, and I finish it off with Marini anyway, or I finish it off with Scrafty, but I just finished the game with Porygon, and then Porygon got banned like 4 days later, so I'm glad I got to use it when I wanted to. Next mon in Little Cup ban list, Porygon. Well, you called that, sir. So that was all the Area 51 technology. So it's your boy PK, the Breeder Gang boss man, signing out. All y'all just do me a favor and be easy. I'm your favorite battler's favorite battler. Get at me. Alright, y'all. Holla. One.
True friend, not no new friend. Genuine like leather. No for them are fake friends, so them change just like the weather. And when them would have then you will. Real friend would have never. Real friend I met there with you, Chihuahua, you will never. Dear friend, for them support, oh yes, ready for whatever. The value of a real friend, no, we really cannot measure. All me know, all of my real friends, they are go treasure. So,
real friend, real friend.